we doing, fellas? Looks good. A lot of cameras. Do I look okay? Okay.
Brian, you want to start?
Yeah, Brian Howell from Buffaloes.com. Just want to ask about your room and the development of that tight end room. And so much is talking about Zach, but it seems like yourself and Fisher and Charlie and a lot of guys are kind of stepping up lately.
I mean, it's just competition every day. You know, we're a lot like brothers in the sense where we can be in moods and whatnot, and we can get under each other's skin. But every single day we're trying to get better and compete, and really we push each other harder than anyone else. Like the coaches, they can push us hard, but when it really comes down to it, we're going to be each other's biggest fans, and we're also going to be each other's biggest critiques.
You've been here a while. Is this the
That's
deepest
true,
the
yeah.
tight end room's been?
What?
Is this the deepest the tight end room has been?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. You know, we have, I mean, every single guy in our room could step on the field and make an impact. I don't know if that will happen this year, but, you know, we have a lot of versatility and, you know, we got guys who want to make an impact, and that's really the most important thing. And every single one in that room really cares and wants to make an impact for this team.
Hey Brady, Liam Howard, Buffs on SI. So I just want you know, you've been here a good few years, been through a good few fall camps. What's felt different about this year's fall camp as compared to the ones you've been here previously?
Well, obviously going down to the Springs was definitely unique. Most times we've been able to go home to our own beds, and it was only my freshman year that we actually stayed in a hotel, so being in a different bed and a dorm bed at that definitely was a challenge. But I think we all embraced that adversity. You know, some guys had, you guys have heard the stories, like 15 fans in their room and whatnot, and you know, it was just fun, and it was just truly living football, and I mean, it was great. But then when we got back to Boulder, it was like, okay, the sense of urgency in camp was immediately higher because we had that week in the Springs, because we knew when we got back to Boulder, okay, it's strictly work now. We just felt what it's like to have some tougher living conditions. Now we are relaxing and getting to be in our own beds, see our girlfriends, do whatever. And so it's just, you're at your best, and you better take this seriously. There's not a lot of joking around with this team.
He's done a whole lot, man. This program was down, man, since he's came here.
We're gonna represent today. They got us.
It's awesome, man. It's awesome what he's doing, man. And it's not about him, all about just coaching, man. He's teaching these guys how to become good men, man. So that's what I love about it, man.
After Prime, like, it's night and day, man.
Memphis 10, Dirty Dime.
You already know what's up. Look, Uncle Neely in the house.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You trying to put your phone back? Okay. Tell him what you're talking about. Tell Neely what you're talking about.
And where's Neely? Neely in? You guys need to see Curtis or Neely to get some training so you understand how to articulate yourself on a national level.
Last year this time, what Neely at? Neely just said that. Last year with his time.
Who's a media man, as you all know.
Mm-hmm.
He's right here.
I am right here.
On the field.
Here.
Yep, on the field, in the end zone.
Yeah.
And everyone else over media is...
That's Aura. That's Unc
Put some respect on Unc's name.
That's Aura. Unc Aura.
You know what Coach Prime says?
What?
It's about trust and relationship.
Every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Let's go, pregame show!
Here we go! Here we go!
Hey Brady, Jack Teller with BuffInsider.com. As a walk-on who was recently put on scholarship, just seeing that hard work pay off, is that something that you can kind of share with the other walk-ons on this team, just to kind of show them that, you know, Coach Prime will reward you?
I always feel for the walk-ons, you know. I always have this story, you know, you can ask Kango, he's one of our trainers. He can say a number and a position from any of the teams I've played on, and I can name that player because I really care. It doesn't matter if they never played a snap or were here for less than a month. I'm going to remember that player because they are a brother, they are a teammate, and they they matter. They make a difference on this team, whether they're on scout team or special teams or with the twos or the ones, or they're making an impact and they're helping this team be better. And so they deserve the same respect as the legends, the people who came out here and made it to the NFL. I respect them the same way, you know. Sometimes I won't go after them as hard because I know, you know, they're new or they're younger, but when it comes to walk-ons, I know they come with a different perspective and a different work ethic every day, and it's good to embrace that and really appreciate that and show love.
Hey Brady, I just want to ask you, how have you seen Coach Lime's coaching style develop or maybe change throughout the years?
That's a good question. You know, I would say when he first got here, he kind of let coordinators have a little more control. And obviously now the coordinators have a lot of control, but he really harps on certain details, and it's become more of a thing of discipline and not just saying, like, if you're a player, you got to make a play. No, we're going to do the little things right. We're going to care about everything in this building, and that's going to make a difference. Yeah.
Brick, I know you're playing some fullback
Absolutely.
as well.
Yeah.
Just how excited are you to impact the game and help this offense in, you know, that phase?
You know, I love it. I'm a type of player where when I'm hitting you, like being an inline tight end is still fun, and being able to block the C gap or really get your nose dirty in line is really fun for me. But I always love hitting someone with a running start. I feel like that is a lot more fun. So being in the backfield reminds me of high school. A lot of people don't know this. I never actually played tight end until I got here to Colorado. So I was a running back for 9 years. I was a tailback actually. And some of the plays we would run in high school would be jet sweeps where I just get a running start, and the first thing I see off the edge, I kill. You can look at my highlight tape. There's some clips of that. It's good stuff. And yeah, no, I mean, it's really fun, and being able to get in a three-point stance in the backfield and really, really have a physical play and make an impact like that, nothing fires me up more.
Do you think that's an example of Coach Marion, you know, like tapping into his players, like what they do best?
Yeah, he's the type of coach to where if you have a skill set and he can use it, he will use it. And so every single day he likes, we've had walkthroughs during camp at night, and we'll have a play that we drew up, and then he'll be like, you know what, let's try it like this. And he'll just completely switch it, and just because he understands that I have a different skill set than Zach or Charlie or Fisher. Like, we all have different skill sets, and being able to adjust and create different plays based on those skill sets is just going to help us win. Yeah.
Hey, Brady, Pat Rooney, Boulder Daily Camera. Kind of along those lines, tight end hadn't been used much, you know, throughout your career here at Colorado. That should change this year if the go-go offense is functioning optimally. How exciting is that for you? How exciting has that been for your room throughout this offseason, kind of building into the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very exciting. I love the tight end position. I wore my National Tight End Day shirt today. I love the tight end position a lot, and I also love the running backs. I have a lot of love for them, but I like offensive players who run the ball physically, and when they get the ball, they're looking for contact and looking to really make the defense feel your presence. And so I'm excited to see us get some catches this year, and then also have some touchdown blocks, some home run blocks is what we call them. And so I think that will be really exciting to see this year and get the boys flowing.
Brady, one thing we didn't talk about the other day is before the Kansas State game, you got an L, right?
Yes.
What did that mean for you, and why do you think you got the L? Because at that point in the season, things had started to splinter, and I'm sure guys were looking at other options, but you got the L. Why?
You know, part of that, I think, came down to Coach Jason Phillips advocating for me. We had a team meeting where he said if he had the opportunity to vote on a captain, he would have picked me because of how I show up every single day and the effort I give. And, you know, as a walk-on, I wanted more than anything to have a fifth year here and be on scholarship and be able to really make an impact on this team. So, you know, when I was in L, that it was definitely a special moment for me. That was a dream come true.
I'm sure after, you know, you got put on scholarship, probably didn't expect that. But was that L almost like the first moment where maybe you really opened your eyes a little bit more?
You know, when I got the L, I knew I had an impact and I had a voice on this team because I'm usually one of the first guys when coach asks a question to be a guy to speak up, and I'm not afraid of that moment. But when I got that L, I really realized that, wow, I do make an impact, even if it wasn't like I was on special teams last year and I probably had like 15 snaps at tight end, but I broke my hand and I was in that club, so I realized the tight end position for me was done for that season. But then I just decided to really buy in on special teams and be a vocal leader about special teams and have those teams really make an impact. And so it was definitely special. It was definitely special. Made my grandma happy.
Just kind of sticking with that theme, obviously Ben has talked a lot about leadership this offseason and trying to make that an emphasis. Just like, how have you gone about being a better leader and making sure what happened last year with kind of leadership waning at the end of the season doesn't happen, and you guys are a more together unit as a whole team?
Yeah, I mean, we're vocal as leaders this year. We're definitely more vocal than we have been in the past, and we have a lot of different perspectives in the leadership, I would say. You know, there are guys who come from all over the country. We got East Coast, West Coast, local guys, I guess, Ben, like Durango, counts, like, come on. But, you know, it's good because we have different leaders for different situations. You know, not every leader is going to be the guy to rally up the troops and really want to fire off. Sometimes that leadership comes from, you know, just doing the right thing every single day and just being a guy who is not just a guy, but the guy, you know? The guy who shows up and does what they're supposed to, is who they are, genuine person. That's what you want out of leadership, and that's what we've seen a lot of on this team. And everyone on this team cares about each other. I can't reiterate that enough. Every single person on this team really cares about each other, and it is a brotherhood. It feels like that 22 team. That 22 team was very close because we all hung out with each other, and we were really, although we didn't have the results on the field, you know, we were a really close, tight-knit group. This team feels like that with 100 times the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, this team really feels like we are going to shock the world.
As you say, I'm sure that's probably refreshing for you, somebody who's seen close teams and not close teams throughout your time here. Like, how cool is it just kind of walk in the locker room every day and know that you can kind of talk to anybody, or you see people that maybe you didn't expect to have a conversation and they're having a conversation in the locker room? Is that kind of cool to see for you?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm the kind of guy I will talk to anyone. I'm a guy, I like to give my perspective on things, and I like to help you know, younger guys and people who have questions about anything when it comes to the city or college. I will be a leader for them and help them kind of navigate their ways through college. And even today I was telling guys, like, if you just shake your professor's hand at the end of class and introduce yourself, you have no idea the impact that can make for the rest of the semester. And so I just like being able to, you know, have conversations. And like, just the other day, I was talking to Makari Vickers. He actually got to visit Portland this summer, and I had no idea. And he sat down with me at breakfast, and he's like, you know, I went to Portland. And I was like, why? And it's like, yeah. He's like, I went to the street fair, and I was like, oh, did you like it? He's like, yeah, that's really cool. I really liked it. And I was like, oh yeah. He had some food trucks and stuff like that, and it was just a good time, you know. But it's just really cool because there's no one on this team where, if you ask them a question or come to them sincerely with something that's on your mind, they're not going to blow you off and just be like, I don't care. No one is going to tell you they don't care. Everyone cares on this team. And that's what needs to be reiterated and is the most important part of this team. Everyone cares.
Brian? I just one quick one for you. Matt asked Coach Mack about the third and short, fourth and short, from the running back perspective, from operations standpoint, you guys blocking for it. Are you seeing maybe more sense of pride in those situations of we're going to get this yard?
Oh yeah, we got violent guys up front. Yeah, we got violent guys. We have guys who want to set a new line of scrimmage. And, you know, we talk about that every year, setting a new line of scrimmage, but this year we have guys who are genuinely making it happen 3 to 5 yards downfield, setting that new line of scrimmage and really pushing guys back. And Coach Marion talked about it this first week of camp. He was like, I want 40 knockdowns a game from the O-line. And some of the O-linemen were looking at him all funny, like, are you serious? You expect us to get 40 knockdowns? You know how many 40 knockdowns is? And then we had the first 3 practices, and they were averaging about 60, and we got to the moment where we're like, oh yeah, we're going to do this thing. We have violent guys up front.
Hey Brady, Oliver Hayes, Mount Stampede. Coach Carter talked about resetting the line of scrimmage for the defensive line, and with you just talking about it, what does that battle kind of look like in practice each day?
I mean, it's a great battle. We've got competitive guys on both sides of the ball, and guys, like I said, who care on both sides of the ball. But I'm an offensive guy. You know, I'm always going to favor the offense. But I will not lie. The defense has plays where they really get off, and they beat us to this spot. And when they can do that, you know, they are setting the new line of scrimmage in the backfield, or making a TFL, or having the running back have to stop and adjust and make a jump cut. That can destroy a play and really make a difference. So they're doing a great job.
Anything else for Brady?
Just quickly, what's been your favorite moment of your time here at CU so far? Maybe getting to go back and play at Autzen, or just kind of what's been the best thing you take away going into the season, obviously?
So is that a two-parter, or?
Just so far, obviously, I'm sure you're hoping this season has plenty of memories, but just
Of
so
course.
far, what's been your best memory so far that you'll tell people for decades to come?
Obviously, graduating this past semester was huge for me. You know, CU is one of my dream schools. One of my other dream schools was Northwestern. Both my parents went to Northwestern, so I'm taking that game very personally. But graduating finance and real estate as a football player felt like a real accomplishment. And being on Folsom, where I get to play, and graduating on that same field was definitely a special moment for me. And being able to do it with my brothers and guys that I hadn't seen in a while, being back for graduation, and that was definitely really special for me. Yeah.
Cool. All right, thanks, Brady.
Is one of the premier litigators in the United States. Dedicated to furthering the values of Johnnie Cochran, Harris believes attorneys have a duty to restore voice to the silenced and give justice to the wronged.
The reason that you are a member of the Cochran firm is that you share my commitment to excellence to our clients.
Harris's success is credited to a set of core values shared by his team of attorneys, professionals, and staff.
You've proven to me that you care and you want to do the best job for all of our clients.
I'm here to make sure that they have a voice.
Named one of the top 10 trucking lawyers with a $150 million settlement, Terrace Harris continues to prove that he is committed to obtaining the best possible outcome for his clients.